What's going on, everybody? T Fanatic here. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Yes, I know the lighting is absolutely horrible. I'm filming this at night, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna try to just be up like this. Otherwise, if I'm down like this, you know, like that kind of thing. So I'm gonna be up, and why not, right? Because I got a Stanley Cup Final Game 2 to talk about. Canes overcome the Vegas Golden Knights. They take Game 2. They even this series. I got a good amount of thoughts on this game right here. So recapping the goals, first period for Carolina. In all honesty, throughout the entirety of it, I don't think Canes fans can ask for anything better. I mean, they played great defense, which is something that the Canes were lacking in game one. Very good defense, and they only allowed Vegas to have two shots on goal that entire first period. However, this is where that stat it kind of sucks for Canes fans to hear because Vegas they scored on one of those chances like 13-33. This long feed from Marner to Howden, and he scores for Vegas. And then 7:23 of the second period, Brett Hound, he scores again, man. And Vegas, they are off to the races, it seemed like. It seemed like we were seeing it again. Vegas absolutely dominating another great team, similar to what they did against the Avs. It was kind of some that we were seeing here throughout this game as well. And Carolina's defense, this had to be a bit concerning right here because this goal specifically, Carolina's defense was slacking right here. Slavin, he had no shot. He had no chance on that. And this is a team in Carolina that's been great all year, specifically great at home. And here they are going into the third period, down 2-0. Oh my gosh, it's it's crazy. It's crazy stuff right here in the Stanley Cup final. However, I will give credit to Carolina, man. They did not blink at all. Third period, they go absolutely nuts, scoring three straight goals. And, I've thrown out a lot of stats out there, but one thing that we cannot deny at all is the will of the human spirit, man. Carolina, they were down, but they were able to get back in this game right here. Stan Coven, he had a goal, his 10th of the playoffs. He's been absolutely on fire. Mark Jankowski, he got his first of the postseason. Good for him. And then Jordan Stahl on the power play for Carolina. Good for them, man. They were able to get back in this game, tie it up. So it seemed like, all right, we are it seemed like Carolina that they were going to overcome this, which they did. But Vegas, they gave them a run for their money because at 18:39, Mark Stone, who throughout these playoffs has been so good at not just scoring goals, but shutting down opponents and their big time superstars. He's done it throughout the entire playoffs. He's been absolutely amazing. And he scores right here. His sixth of the postseason. Give the assist to Marner and Hurdle on that. So, all that momentum that Carolina had, everything they got, it seemed like Vegas, they snuffed it out. Almost. Almost. Going into overtime. And you know what? I've stated that Carolina in overtime, they are very tough to beat. I know I talked about that in my playoff prediction video that the Canes, if it gets to overtime, they are a very tough club to beat. I mentioned that as well in my prediction for the Stanley Cup final. So really, this is in Carolina's wheelhouse right here. And they had to do this. They had to. They could not go to Vegas down to nothing in the series, which they did not right here. Seth Jarvis, he scored on the power play, give the assist to Aho and Gostisbehere to set him up very nicely. Jarvis, he was able to score and give Carolina the win. The series is back even as we go to Vegas for games 3 and 4. What I will say for Carolina again, good for them, man. This was a game where it was so back and forth because that first period, even though the Vegas scored, seemed like Carolina, they had a lot of good stuff to build on. Then the second period came. Vegas, they were able to get the 2-0 lead. It seemed like, oh boy, I don't know if Carolina's going to be able to do this. Third period, they come all the way back, score 3 straight goals. So it seemed like, okay, like they're going to win. But then Mark Stone, he scored to get turned into overtime. And then Seth Jarvis, he scored to win it. So this is a fun series, man. I can tell y'all right now that we are in store for a very fun series. Um, for Carolina, I think the formula for this was kind of similar to what we saw against the Habs. Game one of that conference final, Montreal, they were able to just destroy the Canes. I feel like mainly because, again, Carolina, they had so much rest. Game two, Canes were back in it. So they won that game. Eventually, they would go on to take the rest of that series. So if I was a Golden Knights fan, I'd be a tad bit worried because it seemed like as the game went on, Carolina was able to figure out Vegas. They were figuring out how to slow down their offense and score on their end as well. So with all that being said, oh my gosh, sorry fans, the car just shut off. That's unbelievable, man. I'm not making any edits on this either, so oh my goodness. Yeah, like we are still going. You know what? That's what happened in this game, pretty much. Well, in that third period, Canes played lights out. So there it is, So again, if I were Vegas, I'd be a tad bit worried here because it seemed like Carolina, they might have the Golden Knights all figured out. Excuse me. But on the other side, I'm not going to doubt Vegas. No, absolutely not. Not at all. Even though Vegas, like they did sweep the Avs in the conference finals, I mean, Vegas, they were able to overcome some hard fought battle series with the Mammoth and the Ducks as well. So if this series, if it does go like for very long, I still expect Vegas to put up like a very nice fight. What I will say is, you know what? No lead is ever safe. Whoever wins games 3 and 4, like they got to play a complete game. I got to feel like, and really for the rest of the series, because these two teams are so good, so even in many areas. Both have great players, and so yeah, we'll see what's in store for that. But fans, that's going to do it for this post-game reaction. Thank you all so much for watching. If you all enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and you can join our Fanatic Army. And honey, salutes to all of you as always, and I hope that all of you have a fantastic day.